Last one, this actually happened. I was in a coffee house and I heard this priest on a Sunday talking, and his voice was scratching, just irritated the shit out of me. So I started writing this poem, never changed the word, called Cafe Mocha and Coffee House Muse. The incessant chattering of a Sunday high-collar priest rings harsh on my mocha coffee ear. His church has just left. Mine starts this page. A head heads inside, searches self, looks for completion. Images shift, guided thought muse I call poetry. Today a poet. Who am I? These words make on off-white bond 20 weight. Ink marks sad down like melancholy walks. It is lonely today. I look up behind coffee crease, eye stock of ripened blonde beauty. I want to know her. My line loses her form. An exit door closes. Love lost again perhaps. I have been wearing poet's cloth a long entangled time, demanding muse mistress veiled within this cryptic soul. Existence and measure slide to eternity. Life so inferior, understanding so transitory. Years have passed quicker than these seized errant minutes. My poem consumes me, holds down hard, explains not this earth breath spirit. Life now behind, longer than life in front. Tears well as tears will. I feel need of new spring, to lean against tall ancient oak, cheek pressed prayer on aromatic healing bark, to merge with bird song, bee song, and new blossom spell. I shall wear a tattered pale green polo, soft white cotton drawstring pants with allegory holes. I shall curl my naked toes deep down into the warm, moist ground in blissful crest below. Rapture, oh raptures, I segment, I pause, I surrender. I become a poem, this poem. Thank you.
Yeah! I actually published a chapbook by Ray on my press earlier in the year. And it's weird because two of those poems that he read I selected for it. I kind of edited it. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah!
All right, the next person on the list is me, Michael Grover. Ooh. These are all poems I wrote this week. Or this poem I wrote this week. The last one I wrote in the last couple of days. Hate is blessed. There is no room for kindness. Kindness is a face you put on when you want to seem civil. Love is weakness. Vulnerability has no place in a world of reptilian aggression. Compassion is for losers. The winners are all busy looking out for number one. War is peace. It's all an illusion, like the stuff the president says. He will speak of peace in a time of war, and I'd say to keep your double speak. Hate is blessed. We're also jealous. Crabs in a barrel of a nation. We're all so unhappy with ourselves, incomplete humans running around. Hate is blessed. I'm going against it. I'm shedding my ego. I will be the personification of love and compassion. I will an example for everyone to live by. Hate is blessed. I reject this reality, create my own world around me, let it spread from there. Hate is blessed. I don't like hate speech. I come from the South and I've heard too much. All in the name of God, and justice is delivered swiftly with a shotgun. Hate is blessed. Let us bless it with violence. A roar of disapproval, and let us pray this will be the last violence. Hate is blessed. There is suffering out there that your high-def window to the world will not show you. Tell me, will it take you under the bomb, the carnage, the bodies strewn, men, women, children, indiscriminate killer, and revenge is delivered swiftly with a bomb. What will be their revenge? Is our revenge bigger than their revenge? Is our God better than their God? Are we really more significant, important? Hate is blessed. Buddhists stayed close to the poor to be one of them. Am I that different? I'm not a Buddhist. I am Michael Grover. Poetry is my religion. Nothing identifies me. Hate is blessed. I thought of you the other night. Peter told stories last where he used to tell them. Tears were starting to form. You were the living personification of compassion and love. And now I know what I must do. All right. I wrote this yesterday morning. It's what the Eagle said to me. News comes like depression this morning. More war. Make war. Bigger war. Create more enemies. Blah, blah, blah. It's all corporate static. Blah, blah, blah. NPR has no alternative. Blah, blah, blah. No peaceful view. Like violence was the only view out there. Blah, blah, blah. Noise. Silence. I look up to see a bald eagle soaring in the sky so peaceful. Yet the power to kill to survive. No, it did not represent a country and its warlike tendencies. No, it was just a bald eagle. It didn't represent anything. It had nothing to sell, nothing to market, and nothing could represent it. I wrote this today. How strange these lives flow in and out, always subject to change. Last night I connected to the past, started to feel again, shaking off the numbness of another transition, knowing this too will pass, subject to change. Impermanence is a certainty. The past is a ghost, but I live in a haunted house, and I am comfortable with them, subject to change. The next person on the list is Amanda Moore.
The first one I'm going to read is not quite finished yet, but I haven't worked on it in a while, so it is very creatively titled I Am. It might be changed as well, but negative space, the blank around in between, the blank that fills in, not the subject, but the reject. All things being equal, it is nothing. The necessary emptiness, the pause that echoes, the rest for the eye that does not notice it. I am absorbent. Suck it up. Through every pore is every comment taken in, assimilated, soaked in till dripping, needing wringing, and left out to dry, just to begin again. I am scintillating. Spark light, flash forth in wit and animation, meander randomly, twinkle unexpectedly, shift rapidly, fade quickly. That's that one. This one I wrote today. It's numbers, and I did an intro on it, which was very simply, this is the litany by the way I measure my life. But numbers. 245 calories in a cruller donut. It's too late now. 21 days since my last trip to the dollar store where I spent $30 on, what did I get anyway? 6 days of work missed already this year because of being sick or depressed. Which reminds me, it's been 2 weeks since my last suicidal thought, which is not bad. Though it doesn't help when I remember it's been 16 years since I've last been kissed and I'm 0 for 0 on experiencing love. 3 days since I've argued with somebody, but only 4 hours since road rage last possessed me. 9 months since I last used my Wii Fit. I wonder if that has something to do with the 16 years. 3 people showed up for the writers' meeting and 7 came for the appetizer party. 2 hours at ground level with a good friend talking about life. Tent City needs 233 pounds of coffee